Hello there. Welcome to Political Science 301. I am Anmol. I've got the course outline open here for you. These are some just contact details and stuff that you can have a look at when you have the course outline. And we can discuss this in class, so I don't think we have to get into this. Because this has to be a really short video, I can't talk about this, but this is a very important announcement. It's on your screen. So just read through it, and I'll just jump right into the course description, and I'll focus more on the course outline, what the concept of the course, how I plan to conduct classes, the syllabus, and of course the grading components. So because this is Political Science 301, that means that we will have 3 modules to cover. That is ancient, medieval, and early modern. And मेरी हमेशा ये कोशिश होती है कि हम सिर्फ Western philosophy ना पढ़ें, या हम सिर्फ एक tradition के ऊपर focus ना करें, because the course is political theory. It doesn't say to which region it belongs. So I'll try to keep it as inclusive as possible. And the way that I plan to do it is that, so we have the first 5 weeks for the ancient module, the next 5 weeks for the medieval, and then the last 5 weeks for the early modern political thought. And then we'll cover a bunch of topics, which I'll show you in just a minute. Actually, it's right here. So you can see there's a bunch of different topics. We'll get a chance to go over those. As many as I could cover. If there happens to be a certain school of thought that you're interested in and you think that we should discuss in class, I'll try my level best to include that. But yeah, please come and have a chat with me, and I'll consider it. I'm always open to suggestions. But let's jump into how I plan on conducting classes. So मुझे पता है कि कुछ students online होंगे, कुछ students on campus होंगे, and you know, a lot of students have difficulty with internet, with technology, and it's not your fault, and it feels really unfair to have classes structured in a way that they heavily advantage students that are on campus than everyone else. So what I've tried to do is I always allow students to keep the option of skipping class. So अगर आपको internet issues आ रहे हैं, अगर आप campus पे नहीं आ सकते हैं, कोई भी मसला हो सकता है, you can skip class. I don't take off any marks. It's not a part of your grade. So you could skip all classes if you wanted to. At least you have to attend at least one, which is your presentation. I'll get into that in a minute. But apart from that, yeah, there's no mandatory sessions. What I will do is on Tuesdays, I'll go over the readings with you, whatever was assigned for the week. You could think of it as more of a traditional lecture. You can expect me to talk a lot more in class. And then on Thursdays, when we meet for our second session of the week, that's when we will have more student-oriented class. So I intend to break out the class into smaller groups of 5 probably. Because this is a small class, we might have 3, maybe 4 4 groups. And so you will discuss whatever readings and the lecture and anything else that came up on Thursday. And then for the first 15 minutes. Then after that, we can have a longer classroom discussion. These classes could be significantly shorter, as it depends on how the discussion goes. Sometimes we'll have presentations on Thursdays. So that included, I still think we might end class early, which will be nice because there are other components that you need to do for the course, which you can, so my idea is that आप overall उतने ही hours course पर spend कर रहे हो जितने आपको करने चाहिए. So the course shouldn't be too demanding. Hopefully, I'll keep my promise. So if you can skip class, I'll upload a summary of the week after the discussion and the lecture. So on Thursdays, hopefully. And then we'll have a quiz on the weekend, and we'll also have a small group assignment. So let's get into those elements real quick. This is the criteria. As you can see, most of it is focused on the 3 papers. Each paper pertains to your module. So module 1, ancient के ऊपर एक paper लिखना है, medieval के ऊपर एक paper लिखना है, और early modern के ऊपर एक paper लिखना है. Usually, I expect students to write on topics that we have covered in class, but if you want to write on something that we haven't discussed or haven't really covered, you could ideally, theoretically do it, not ideally, but please be sure to write to me and discuss this with me, and we can go over this. This you can do at any time you want. You could even do this before the course starts. So if you want to submit 3 papers to me in the beginning of the semester and say I'm done with 75% of the course, you could do that. I wouldn't be upset about it. I would maybe go over it, give you some feedback, and actually give you an opportunity to improve on that. So that might be actually something you want to consider doing, especially if you're not coming to campus for the semester, or if you just have a busy year ahead, whatever your reasons may be, it's fine by me. I don't, I leave that area up to you. There will be one presentation that you're required to do. It's only 5%, and the rationale behind it is I just want to see the students of the class. So sometimes I've had this experience that I didn't even know who I was teaching. So the idea is that you do one reading, which was not assigned to the rest of the class. Everybody else can also do it. I will upload it onto Moodle, but it's mandatory for you to read it, and you have to tell everyone what the reading was. That's really all there is to it. Baki sari explanations, sare grading components ki yahan pe likhi hui hain. So again, if you have the course outline, you can have a look at that. I'll just quickly scroll through it. You can also pause the video and have a look at it. The same goes for the papers. The grading criteria is right here, so you know what you need to do for the course. अच्छा, ये जो group assignments और quizzes हैं, इसके ऊपर मैं थोड़ा सा explain कर देती हूँ. So हर हफ्ते एक quiz होगा, हर हफ्ते एक group assignment आपको submit करनी होगी. Quiz जो है वो reading, lecture और class discussion के ऊपर based होगा. बहुत simple होता है, open book होता है, आपको at least 24 hours देती हूँ, ताकि आपको अगर बिजली का कोई मसला है, इंटरनेट का कोई मसला है, आपके पास you have plenty of time to attempt it. You can attempt the quiz multiple times if you want to. You can call a friend, you can call a classmate, you can attempt the quiz together. But एक चीज जो बहुत जरूरी है, आपने अपनी submission खुद करनी है. So if I don't see your name on Moodle on the quiz, then I don't give you the grade. So be sure to submit your quiz on Moodle, and it should be fairly simple. The group assignment is another small activity. So every week you will be a different group. You will be a group of 5 most probably, and it'll be a rotating group. So that means you will never stay the same group. So it doesn't really matter if you didn't get to be in the same group as your friend in the first week of the semester, because in the second week you might actually end up with your friend. This also means you'll get to talk to students that are in this course throughout the course of the semester, which I think is really important. We're kind of losing that kind of contact and sort of sense of community, which is, I think, central to the learning experience. बहुत simple से assignment है. You just have to submit maybe a couple of paragraphs about what interested you or what really upset you, what you didn't like, what you liked, as a group. And yeah, that's about it. It's pretty straightforward. I think it's a fairly simple course, although it might seem like a lot of work if you look at the grading criteria, but I'm sure you'll be fine. Do feel free to contact me if you have any further questions, and look forward to having you in class. Take care. Bye.